Hola amigos, I'm the Spanish chef Omar Allibhoy, and today I'm going to show you how to prepare a real Spanish Christmas treat, turrón blando de almendras, or turrón de Gijón as we call it, and it's a sort of Spanish almond nougat. Let's talk about Christmas. All around the world we have different traditions, but they all involve food, songs, clothes. I'm not wearing my Christmas hat now. And sweets as well. And in Spain is no different, just that with different ingredients, different Spanish songs, different foods and different sweet treats. And the turrón blando de almendra that I am showing you today is what we will always have as a treat all through the Christmas periods. Normally we have it all cut in a plate that always sits on the table throughout the entire Christmas, so that you go and nibble on it whenever you want it, and particularly after a copious Christmas dinner. Spanish nougats come in all sorts of shapes, flavors and textures, and made with all sorts of different ingredients, but to me this is my favorite. This is the one I go to all the time. Then I like having a little bit of turrón de yema too, and maybe a nibble of two of chocolate, and that is it for me on Christmas. So that's why I wanted to show you how to make the most traditional, the most iconic of all turrons, the kings of turrón, turrón blando de almendra. And let me run you through the ingredients. We're going to need caster sugar, cinnamon powder, egg white, honey and blanched almonds, good quality ones and preferably Spanish. First, we're going to roast the almonds, which should take about 6 minutes at 200 degrees, and let them cool down. Separately, in a small but heavy base saucepan, pour your honey with the caster sugar and the cinnamon powder, which we are going to melt for about a couple of minutes on low heat until the sugar has combined with the honey. You will see that it becomes like a golden syrup. Separately, we're going to separate the egg yolk from the egg white, and we just need to whisk the egg white for about 60 seconds until it becomes frothy and opaque. We don't have to do a meringue, so we are just breaking the egg whites. Now, with the help of a food processor, grind your almonds into a powder, but don't overdo it, otherwise they'll release the essential oils that we need later on to form the turrón. Now, put your saucepan back into the burner and slowly on low heat start integrating and folding the egg white, followed a little at a time by the ground almonds. And we need to cook it on low to medium heat for about 5 minutes in a very similar way as you would do with custard. Just whisk it constantly all the time until it thickens up but doesn't split. And that is your turrón mixture done. All we have to do is let it cool down a little bit while we line some parchment paper on a mold. In my case, I'm using a cake tin, as you can see. Pour the mixture into the lined tin and fold it with the paper. Just make a little bit of pressure with your fingers. Don't burn yourself, as it should be very hot. And put another cake tin, in my case, that I had, or you can use any other container or something with a little bit of weight, and we're gonna let it cool down for 3 hours so that it compacts and it hardens, and all we have to do is to unwrap it, cut it and bite your teeth into it. And before I try this beautiful turrón, I wanted to show you as well what a commercial turrón looks like. And this is one of the very few things that you can not actually replicate at home, because the meals that they use in the factories where turrón is made are very special, and it's very different than when you blend the almonds. As well, it comes down to the quality of the almonds, and as you know, in the east coast of Spain, as well as in the Balearic Islands, we are the second largest producer of almonds in the world. So when they are freshly harvested, toasted, and they make turrón, it's a different thing. Ours, homemade, is a little bit more gluey. Take a look, that's the texture. And the one that is on the factory crumbles a little bit more. As well, it comes down to the taste. But the one thing that is really good when you make it at home is the fact that you can control the amount of sugar that goes into it. But I hope you enjoy the recipe. If you still prefer the commercial ones, please come to the shop and buy it from us this Christmas. And I hope you subscribe to the channel, that you try it at home, and Feliz Navidad everyone. Hasta la próxima. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it and subscribe.